Greetings, I'm Tony Ellis, Soul Sparker and Clarity Coach, and I've welcomed you here today so that we can talk about your blended family relationships. Are you struggling for reasons to stay? Are you finding it difficult to maneuver through those dynamics that call for you to solve adversarial issues? Well, you have arrived at the right place. I want you to get sparked to soar in your blended family relationships. I want you to discover some new tools for handling all of those issues, the baby mama drama, and all those other types of things that can kind of bring you down. I want you to accept some responsibility. I want you to embrace the fact that things can get better, that you don't have to head to divorce court a second time or a third time. Let's get real. I need you to show up every day. I want you to learn how to own up. I want you to learn how to get in some action, act up a little, so that you can rise up in your blended family dynamics, okay?
When I met my husband, I had a 2-year-old son and he had no children. And so he basically took my son on as his own, and that was the start of our blended family.
What makes my family blended is that before I met my husband, I had 2 kids. He has 2 kids of his own, and together we have 2 more kids. So that's what makes us a nice blended family.
What constitutes our family as being a blended family is that my bride and I have pre-existing children from our own prior relationships.
I'm proud to be a part of a blended family because my son has 2 great fathers.
When I first met my wife, she had a daughter who was preteen years. I had younger children myself, and our union basically united our family and blended us.
What constitutes my family as being one that is blended is the fact that I had a beautiful 11-year-old by the time I met my husband, who had both a 3- and 4-year-old. And we're beautifully blended because we make it work every day, almost 13 years later.
I'm proud to be a part of a blended family. And the reason why is because my son, he has 2 great fathers. My husband, which came into his life when he was 8 months old, and then his real father that met him when he was 4 years old.
What makes our family beautifully blended is that we enjoy each other.
For me, the most rewarding part of being a blended family is dealing with just the togetherness of our family. I've had a chance to watch my stepdaughter grow into a beautiful young lady. I've watched how we've gone from a family where by necessity we had to come together blended to a family now where we really truly love each other and depend on one another.
Co-parenting became a challenge when my husband's ex-wife realized that I was here to stay. And I can laugh about it today, but it wasn't funny in the beginning, okay? Because children deserve a safe environment.
I didn't want either one of them to tell me really how to raise my son. You know, I just wanted him to be his father, but I wanted to do all the hard, I felt the hard things concerning his discipline.
The approach that I took to acclimate my children to my spouse, who is their bonus parent, and me, is that I relocated back because we were initially living in a different state. So I relocated back, and we were just gradually allowing them to just, to spend time together.
The steps I took to introduce them to their step-parent essentially occurred during our dating time, prior to us physically being married, when we were still dating and actually engaged.
The best advice I could give to somebody who has a blended family is that you respect each other's roles and you have an open line of communication. That's really the key to it all.
So the most encouraging aspect of being in a blended family situation is that your family grows by leaps and bounds when you're open to the possibilities of resolving matters quickly.
Seek counsel not from just individuals who understand the textbook aspect of it, but from those who've walked that journey.
What I can really recommend for my heart. When people get in this situation, have to be blended families, either because they're not, wife and a husband can't be together anymore, is to, when they get into that point, they have to get in a divorce, to please don't hurt their kids.
I feel this book will really address a lot of issues that blended families have. I mean, what better source to talk about blended families than people that have lived through it and are going through it now?
We all need help. This book's gonna help a lot of families out there that needs help.
I feel that this book is very necessary on blended families, because when me thinking I'm going to be an empty nester, my husband and I brought in my sister, and I became primary caregiver of her. And plus I had brought in another little one, which has been a part of our family also. So therefore, I didn't really know what to do. I didn't have the resources to go to. So therefore, with this book coming in, being a part of finding out with our experiences and bringing those together, I'm thinking that this is very much necessary.
A book like this would be invaluable, a book that is page turning into the lives of people, opening up, to me, the coffers of life's experiences. You can't get any more valuable than that.
Do you have a story to tell? Are you consistently showing up, owning up, and getting in action? I mean, acting up in your blended family relationship, that you are now rising up? Then I want you to share your story. You may even have a desire to become an author, and you haven't yet gotten started on that journey. Well, start here with us by just coming in, sharing your stories of how you were able to overcome great adversity. And what started out as maybe a tumultuous situation was smoothed over because of you, because of your ability to show up, own up, act up, and rise up daily.